the project treaty for the next generation. It started off as an idea. In our classrooms, we were noticing that our students either didn't have answers about treaties or had very basic information. They knew how to spit out the right answers, but we weren't really sure if they understood them, more than that. So we decided to start a youth conference. We invited 220 students from 4 different schools the first year to join, and we had about 13 different speakers who came, and they were activists, they were educators, they were people from all around the community who came and presented different aspects of life to our students. It was wonderful. And then after the first day, where the students sort of received a whole lot of information, and for some of them a lot of life-changing information, the next day they worked with our artist, Ray Keeley, and we asked them to create a mural. So each student had their own individual little square, and they were supposed to paint or explain what treaty relationships meant to them.
And what was very special is the student really liked the connection with art, and it's allowed them to give an answer that I know in their second language, because we both teach in French immersion. We would never have this authenticity in their second language, but because of art we were able to see even through the way they work. We mix all the students from different schools, and we ask them to, that's the purpose of the project, not only to learn about it but to live this project. And they were talking to each other. Some group have some difficulty, but some group were really authentically working together. And I remember they said, hey, now I will be with, I asked them to be on my Facebook, and we're gonna keep going this relationship. That is a truly understanding of we are all treaty people. So.
Yeah. I think another extraordinary part about the project was the fact that it brought together the 4 schools, and now there are 5 schools even who are working. It's continuing year after year now. But it also brings together community members. All of the people who were there, they actually chose to come to the youth conference in the first year. They spoke about different issues. And then when we decided to do it for the second year, the same people they chose to come back. They wanted to still be a part of it because they had a different but equally important message to share with the youth. So I think that was another magical part, was the fact that as teachers, we can talk in our classrooms and we can teach our students things, but I think they kind of eventually get the impression that those are school things. So it was good to be actually outside of it and to have the same messages, but even stronger, coming from community members. I think it showed the students that there are people outside of their school walls who are also fighting for justice, who are trying to pass on information. There are people who are doing extraordinary things, and that this is not just what you learn about in your textbooks, and this is not just what we do in the classroom, but this is happening in your world.
And I think for a community member, they were excited to be able to talk to the student, merging these 2 worlds together, which is the reality. So that's what I think they came back the year after, and after now we're gonna start our 4th edition. We still have a strong ally, which we are very excited, and we would like to thank all of them who take their time to talk to our students. But now that I keep going the project in elementary, and Leia is now working for in a French school, we not only have the collaboration among schools in the same school, but we now have 2 different schools, but Regina Public School, and we have Conseil Scolaire Français, which I think it's exciting, because for my French immersion student, I want them to connect with other French students in the city and talking more about treaty and Indigenous education.